While E7 and A7 look and feel very similar to their major counterparts, other seventh chords have fingerings that feel very different. Seventh chords add extra dimension to chord progression.
And that is how it's done.
Let's look at two of them.
Whew. And that is how it's done.
Open B7 and C7 both require you to use all 4 fingers of your fretting hand.